Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Carole Baskin from Big Cat Rescue. Today in Big Cat News at bigcatrescue.org/news, we have that the ACS warns against having tigers in the city after one was found in someone's backyard. Yeah, that was San Antonio, Texas. Apparently they borrowed a tiger for a party. I find it interesting that these reporters do these stories on stupid people doing stupid things with big cats, and yet they go to the bother of hiding the identity of the people who do that. And I really think they should be called out for doing that. I think everybody should know which neighbor it was that was doing that and where they got the tigers from. Don't you? This actually happened here in Tampa, where somebody had thrown one of those big plushy cats like my friend here, except it was a white tiger, I think, that they had thrown out on the side of the road, and everybody thought it was a live tiger. Apparently there was a white tiger statue that fooled drivers on I-270 in Montgomery County, and I don't know what state that's in. It says NBC Washington. And on each of these, if you click on the image or the headline, it'll take you to the whole story. There's a story about conservation of India's 5 big cats. There are likely more tigers in captivity than in the wild, the Humane Society of the United States says, as do all of us in the animal industry. We know that there are a lot more big cats suffering in backyards and basements than there are living free like they should be. There's an article here about the effects of legalization in wildlife farming on conservation. I can sum it up for you. It never works. It just makes things worse. In Rajasthan, a tiger cub was spotted in Ranthambore. Yay! This Wuhan is our wake-up call. It was actually a really good little piece that they did about how the reason that we're all suffering right now and we're all in lockdown around the country is because we've been eating wildlife. Stop it. Just stop it. We don't need to eat animals to get the protein that we need. And we are showing to all of us that having done that is what got us into the mess that we're in. So we just need to stop it. Lion cub dies during freezing night at a Kent Animal Reserve. Oh, that's sad. I guess that's in the UK. And then I read this morning and I was like, what? It said Cub Protection Act legislation passes through committee. And I'm like, I didn't even know we were having a committee hearing. Turns out it was a state bill, not our federal bill, in Indiana. So I think after having Tim Stark in Indiana, they've decided they've had enough of that kind of nonsense. And so they're going to go ahead and pass their own law. And hopefully the rest of the U.S. will catch up with them very quickly. I have a coordinator report from Erin Carden. She said, and this is why you haven't got one in a while, 3 days of reports, all in one for me. Sunday, Jordan is back as a level 4 intern. Brittany helped out with the AM meds, lots of feeding sign-offs. Taylor and Sarah got feeding sign-offs. Thanks to Jordan, Sarah trained Madison, and Nisha got her last big cat feeding sign-off thanks to Barbara Brooks. During feeding, Dee Dee and Lisa Spencer Novak were very helpful, going around and gathering up branches that had fallen all over the property. Yeah, we had some really heavy winds. Tammy Ford got a cleaning sign-off thanks to Lisa Spencer Novak, and they had some help cleaning the front from Angel. Not Angel the Bobcat, Angel the volunteer. It's so confusing when we have cats and volunteers who have the same name. Lovey's cage was worked on in the morning by Regina, Camillo, Steph D, Taylor, and Sarah D. In the PM, it was finished up by the interns Tammy Ford, Dee Dee, and Lisa Spencer Novak. Rebecca, Barbara, Saracia, I think that's a typo, and Becky made sure all of the cats got their PM supplements, operant meds, and enrichment, with Steph D taking her class and getting her first sign-off. I took care of Angel in rehab while chores were being taken care of. Then there was a crazy football game on. Monday, I took care of AM meds and Kat took out my supplements. I then fed all of the big cats and Loki, the Savannah cat, while Nisha, Kat, Julia, and Jane took care of the small cats. Julia is almost finished with her feeding sign-offs. Robin and Taylor grabbed branches during feeding since we've had so much wind lately. Kat, Nisha, and I cleaned all of the big cats, and Jane, Julia, Taylor, and Robin took care of the small cats, while Sadie got food prep finished up. Pam helped with things in the gift shop. Nisha got her first big cat operant sign-off, and all of the cats got bloodsickle, snacks, and PM supplements. The interns worked on Jinx the black leopard's enclosure to make sure it's ready for him to come home to from Funcation. Brittany closed out the day for us with PM meds, and somewhere in there took care of Angel Bobcat. Today, Marie and Mark took care of AM meds and supplements. Shylar got her last small cat feeding sign-off. Nisha fed the cats for the first time, and Jordan got a big cat feeding sign-off. Cat H took her small cat cleaning class and got the first cleaning sign-off thanks to Jane. Barbara and Steph D finished the other small cats. Robin got food prep done during cleaning. Shylar, Taylor, Jordan, and Sadie worked on the rest of Sue and Lakota, the Bobcats' enclosures, and in the afternoon just raked around the middle part of the front. There are leaves everywhere. Holy catness. Everywhere you look are leaves. And these people are raking non-stop. Mark helped Jamie and Victor make some awesome new changes to Kimba's cage, that's Kimba Tiger, so that when he comes home from vacation rotation, it will be a lot more open. So what we're doing is, a lot of these cats, we've joined together cages, and in his case, he's got like 4 or 5 of these cages that are 1,800 square feet each that are all connected to each other, but they're usually connected through just a little tunnel. And so what they're doing is opening up some of the walls in between so that it's more open looking. For the cat, they don't notice much difference because they wander all around and they don't mind going through the doors, and it just gives them something to do. But visually looking at it, it can look like it's really small. So it's opening up visually for us anyway, and the cats can still walk around any way they want. Brittany took Nisha out for a big cat operant sign-off, and we gave out some Valentine's-themed enrichment throughout the day. I just rode through the sanctuary on my bike, and there's so much cool stuff out there. The sun sets with Catherine doing PM meds. Thanks, everyone, for a great week. As usual, see you Sunday. You can stay up to date with us everywhere. We are bigcatrescue.org, and we're on all of the social sites as Big Cat Rescue. Stay cool, cats. Mwah!